All right, so problem number 8, again, you might say, how am I going to do that? Well, 0, product rule. And what I'm going to do over here is 4 terms. There's no GCF between those 4 terms, so I'm going to make some attempt to factor by grouping. So I'm going to look at the first 2 terms, and I'm going to see if I can factor that by grouping it. And what do I see there? Well, I see y squared. And we left off with 2y minus 5. Now let me look at the second 2 terms with the understanding I'm looking at the sign that it begins with, which is negative. And again, it might look difficult, but there's a factor common between 32 and 80, and it's actually 16. So I'm going to say minus 16, 2y, minus, we'll check it by the way, 16 times what would give you 85? And that equals 0. Before I go on, I want to just emphasize that it may pay to check what you just wrote down, by the way, by multiplying it out. In your head, by the way. So y squared times 2y squared is 3y cubed. Y squared times minus 5 is minus 5y squared. Minus 16 times 2 is minus 32y. And minus 16 times minus 5 is actually going to be plus 80. Works beautifully. What do you get here? A common factor comes out, which is 2y minus 5. And what are you left off with? Y squared minus 16, and that equals 0. Now granted, for a lot of students, that's the end of the story. What I want to do is I want to continue to see if I can factor the problem. So what do you get over here? 2y minus 5. And y squared minus 16 is a, difference of perfect squares. So y plus 4 and y minus 4 equals 0. Now I want to emphasize for a lot of students, looking at these things is rather easy. So y minus 4 becomes 0 when y is 4. Let's go to the next one. Y plus 4 is 0 when y is minus 4. Now again, the other one, you might struggle with it, but 2y minus 5 equals 0. Well, if you added 5 to both sides and divide by 2, you would get y equals 5 halves. If you can do that without doing much writing, it's not a bad idea if you can do it. If not, you got to write things down like we've done prior. Let's take a look at the key, though. Are we getting these answers? Did we get y is minus 4? Right there. Did we get y is 4? Right there. Did we get y is 5 halves? Right there. We're good to go to the next question. Thank you.